Welcome everyone. Today we have a new guide in Tower Fantasy, and in this video we have something very important to be preparing and also to be getting ready for extra level 50 SSR gears. So what you're going to see is, let's come over to the store. I'll show you guys over here and we talk about how to get those, what are the tricks of getting those, and what are the min and max. So coming over to the store, the Crystal Dust store currently have two resources. One of these is the Vitality Spend, one of those is additional Vitality Spend for the purple items. What we're trying to get is, we're trying to get the additional golden crystal shards, and this will allow us to purchase the level 50 gears. Notice two of the gears will become available at level 50, then level 53, level 56, up to level 59. But you will start to get those golden crystal shards, so the golden energy crystal dust. You can start to get those after level 50. So the key is how to get as much of those before you get to level 50. Now, if you're like me, during the current game, now you probably be capped at level 48, I believe. So if you're capped at level 48, and then the goal is to get to level 50, right? There are a few options to get those, and I'll give you guys the first one, which I think is one of the best one to save for it. So I haven't really been doing my beacon towers, but what I heard from some of our viewers, if you start to spend your vitality, notice if I move myself, it costs 30 vitality to get a beacon, and those beacons, if you do not deploy them, so the key is to not deploy them and save them once you get to level 50. So what's going to happen is, the beacon that you get from those beacon towers, they will give similar loot to the Stargate. So let me show you guys the Stargate over here. I'll try to show you guys the thing. They will give similar loot to this. So notice that currently before level 50, I will get 36 of the blue crystal shards dust and 12 of the purple dust. But once I deploy my beacon after level 50, I can also get the golden dust. And this is a really big tip, because currently I'll get, close to 180 vitality a day. And if I start save them when I'm level 47, level 48, by the time I get to level 50, I will have a bunch of beacons. So what I do now is, notice I have 150, so I'll be deploying. Oh, I got a gold one. Oh, I was going to tell you, there's some really rare ones if you can get. Oh, I got another gold one. Oh, so lucky. So how the beacon works is, each of the beacons will have random resource. I do believe the golden beacons will have similar resource to the 3-star of the Interstellar Exploration Stargate. So this is probably a 2-star. The 3 stars usually give 2 of the materials. So by rolling on the beacons, I am not going to deploy them until later. We'll briefly talk about where to hide them as well. So you can see over here, spending 30 vitality will give you a beacon. If you don't deploy them, then later on when I'm level 50, I will get additional reward. And this reward will help me to purchase my golden SSR gears at level 50. So I'm basically exchanging vitality now for the future gain of the golden dust over here. And this is a really important thing we should be doing. So I want to get this out of the way first. Now there are a few things I do want to share. So the first thing is, let's come over to the beacons. I'll give you guys some general tips with placement of the beacons and the loot of the beacons. The beacons will give random loot from 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, similar to the Stargate. And if you check the Stargate, you pretty much know what you get from the beacons. The longer the beacons are deployed, if they last for 24 hours, you can get additional collection rewards. So what I usually put the beacon is, I've tried a few times. So notice what you want to do is, you want to put the beacons at places players wouldn't travel to or players wouldn't look to. So places out of the map, places at the edge of the map, and places without teleportation. I've tried beacons over there. I've tried beacons under the playground. I've tried beacons on the island, and also I've tried beacons on the side where players normally wouldn't go to. There's still a chance of players finding it, but that can't be helped. I've also heard if you hide the beacons under the bee nest, if you hide the beacon somewhere else, that could also work. But if I show you everything, then everyone will go for it, right? So try to find your own sweet spot, and places where, at the far edge of the map, and places that is a niche area, try to find those places. You do have to place them, I think 50 meters apart, but once you place them, you will automatically get the golden dust after level 50. So once you deploy the beacons, don't use them now, save them after level 50. This may take me a few days, but this is definitely worth it to get more SSR gears and also, to get stronger into the game. Now on the topic of getting to level 50, we're currently capped at level 48 and likely this is the first day to be capping at level 48. Now I'm not sure if this level cap is correct, but from what it looks like is we might have 4 days before level 50 or maybe 3 days. So there might be another day for level 48, then 2 days for level 49, then 1 day for 50. So maybe 3 days before we get to level 50. And if you start to prepare now, you can stock up a lot of vitality this week using the beacons. One thing to be noticed is if you do use the beacons, you will not get any loot, you will not get any experience right now. Until you deploy the beacons, until the beacons are collected, you won't get any loot. So what that means is you are also storing experience for the future. So currently I'm at level 47 out of 48. My vitality experience are not collected because those are made into beacons and those are only realized and turned into experience and also loot after level 50. So this is also a good way to delay experience if you cap that experience. And this is also a really good way, if you cap that experience, you delay the experience, you also wait for the next level cap to use the beacons. Now, because we're spending all the vitality for the future, one thing I do want to highlight is make sure you have enough upgrade materials for your weapon for the next level unlocking at level 50. So notice my weapon will be unlocked at level 50, and those will require golden items. So be aware those are not purple items, and each of the golden items require 4 purple items. So just be a little careful with how much resource you have while you still have your vitality. Before you take this method, make sure you have enough of the boxes or items that allows you to upgrade your main weapons to level 50 the moment you get to level 50 cap. So do be careful, because I don't want to get you guys to spend all your vitality into the beacons and then don't have enough materials once you get to level 50 to unlock your weapons to upgrade them to 100. So notice here we'll upgrade the weapon to level 100 with those materials. So for 5 of these, this actually cost me 20 over here. So 20 of those purple will give me 5 of those. So just do a small multiplication with the amount that is needed and also the multiplication of 4 over here. Make sure you have enough of those prepared before you spend all your vitality before level 50. Now if we come back to the crystal dust shop over here, the first time you get to level 50, you can purchase 2 pieces of gears. Now don't worry if you do have too many duplicate pieces of SSR gears, because those gears can be used to rank up their own gears. So I'll give you guys an example over here. So basically you can rank up gears using the existing items you have, and if you do have a purple item, they will give you a lot of experience. So having duplicates of purple, blue or golden gears, those are really good as well. So it's always nice to have more dust in the beacons. More dust for the shop, right? Now there is another way of getting more SSR gears, and of course I know the common ways. I won't have to touch on this. I think you guys know this too. The common ways is to spend vitality after level 50, and this will drop the gears, right? But you can also get those gears from Frontier. So coming back to those gears, what we do is if we click onto those gears, you can see some of the gears will become available and droppable at level 50 from the Frontier Clash. And this is actually really good because you can save up to 3 keys for the Frontier Clash after getting to level 50. And I do recommend coming over here to save those Frontier Clashes. So those are over here. Notice I have 1 Frontier Clash, and those actually comes back every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. So only 3 of those a week. And what that means is you can save up to 3 of those, wait for your level 50, and then run this with additional drops of SSR gears. This is not as greatly important as the vitality, but you can still get extra entries for extra runs of the SSR gears, and this can be very rewarding if you're lucky with the drops. Now coming back to the SSR gears, what you're going to see over here is I do want to apologize for one of the previous videos. I thought the password chest will give those gears after level 50, but it turns out they will give those gears after level 55. And this is one of our previous videos. We talk about saving the passcode chips for the blue ones, for the purple ones, to open those for the chance of SSR gears. So if you have a look at those, you can see that those will drop after level 50 in the passcode. Now, what you also notice is only 2 pieces of the SSR gears will drop in the Frontier at level 50. Afterwards, some of them will start dropping after level 55. So if you want to wait for longer for different gears, you can even wait for level 55 using the similar method of saving your entries for the Frontier for level 55 as well. I'll give you guys a reminder by the time that comes. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and for more content related to Tower of Fantasy. I'll be looking into more free-to-play content, and I've tried to look into minimum spending or no spending method to clear the game and also achieve the highest amount of free currencies and also free-to-play, characters and also weapons in the game.